Yeah. Dinosaur Eyelids. Here on Rutgers Radio, WRSU FM in New Brunswick. And this, of course, is Overnight Sensations, 2 hours dedicated to nothing
but local music.
And, so welcome welcome back.
Yeah.
WRSU.
Yeah. Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, thanks.
I just realized that, of course, I was looking at your Facebook. This is your fourth appearance.
Yeah, Fourth Timers Club.
Yeah, very good.
Very exciting.
Tonight we're going to be basically tracking your latest CD, Conflagration, and I have it in there. I'm like, where is it? Oh my God,
it disappeared.
That, of course, what we just heard was Easy Time Firelog.
Yeah,
which was the very first Dinosaur Eyelids song that I ever heard.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, Jared turned me onto it.
Yeah.
And it was all uphill from there.
It was all uphill from there. And it's one of those.
Worse, really.
You guys, it was one of those things
if you
where.
Like that one.
Where how come I don't know about these guys?
Oh, that's very kind.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a great show at the court.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
There. It's a great show. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And so let's get right into it. I guess we'll start with track 1, Answer in the Sky.
Good place to start. Yeah.
Talk about it, or was the
talk about it after?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just put this song first because we felt like it kind of exemplified some of the new sounds that we were trying to make on this album.
Okay. I think especially starting off with acoustic guitar. I mean, that's a presence that was definitely starting to come in and down a river, but I feel like it's definitely more focused in this album.
Definitely, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, and here we go. Dinosaur Eyelids, of course, and Conflagration, the new CD. Actually, new. It goes back to November. When did you start recording this?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Mark, when did we start recording this?
I feel like it was in the summer, I guess June, July, maybe?
Yeah, maybe even earlier, potentially, but spring, summer, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we started earlier, because we did it when Rich was on, we started in January.
That's right,
oh
yeah,
my
it's winter,
goodness.
you're right, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it took a long time.
Time flies.
Yeah.
We all have like other jobs, so trying to work everybody's schedule.
Yeah, surprisingly, we're not professional musicians yet. Most people are shocked when they hear
We're
that.
learning. We're taking lessons.
I mean, you guys are pretty big, like at least around here.
Yeah, I mean, no, we are. We really appreciate, especially the support we've gotten from this station. You know, this album made it to number 4 in the fall, and that was really awesome. We really appreciate that.
We really appreciate that.
And we love playing at the Court Tavern. I mean, there's like no place else I would rather play personally. And we've played more at the Court Tavern than any other venue by far. Like something like a quarter of our shows probably have been at the Court Tavern.
Right.
So we love New Brunswick, and you know, we love just being a part of being a part of this scene.
Cool. All right, so going on to track 2, Winter Wheat.
Yeah, this is us trying to do a pop song and still failing and doing a rock and roll song.
But this is another one that I think is definitely a departure from the Downriver and earlier CDs.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay.
Pumpernickel.
Yeah,
I want to say hello to Masami real quick, and Evan Williams, Pumpernickel, Stella. So thank you, WRSU.
Okay. Let me get the...
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Anyway, for those of our audience, if I can't imagine it, but those of our audience who don't know you guys...
Living under a rock.
Almost impossible to think of that.
Who are you guys?
We are Dinosaur Eyelids from New Brunswick.
Yep.
And who was like, who does what? And
I am Evan. I sing and sometimes I play a little guitar.
I'm Patrick, and I play guitar, and sometimes I sing.
I'm Mark. I play drums, and I've been recording the band since the beginning.
Okay. How was the recording process on this? It's different than because you have the acoustic guitar.
We actually tried on this one, so that's what made it a little different than our previous albums. No, it was great. I mean, but we really did take our time and try to do a good job on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the acoustic stuff, it was songs I wrote a long time ago that I thought kind of would never fit in with this band, and then eventually we're like, why not do some acoustic songs? Like, so that's kind of the fun thing about being a band for a while. You just become comfortable with what you are and not worry about like, shouldn't we sound like this? And Mark had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I would say at the start of this record, Patrick came in and said, we've been listening to a lot of Wilco. I'm thinking sparse, limited effects, just kind of raw sound of the music, where I think Down a River was much more kind of produced and probably affected in that way. So there's a definite shift like that.
For sure,
yeah. Now, as far as performing songs from this CD live, I noticed that you didn't have an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, it was something we decided to do later. Like, by the time we record, we usually have the songs pretty well worked out. Mm-hmm. But sometimes listening to them, it's like, acoustic guitar will work well here. But I don't think we'll ever be that live band, to be honest. If we ever see a live band with acoustic guitar, we're like, wish that was electric.
Yeah, we automatically start making fun of them, so...
There's a different energy, too. You said you've done some shows that have been more acoustic and less electric.
Yeah, we have done acoustic sets, but...
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, but we're just a rock and roll band. We can't even really help it. We can't do anything else, even if we tried, so...
So just tell her to wait.
Yeah, so I think if you're going to stick with kind of the rock sound, you're going to kind of stay with the electric guitar.
Definitely, yeah. And that's who I think we're most comfortable with. So.
Put her on hold.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring her up. Somebody wants to come on the air and ask questions.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
That's very cool.
Well, you tell my mom she's got to wait till the end of the show.
Yeah. Mrs. Leone.
We're sorry. Thanks for watching Goliath.
Yeah, you know what? Just carry on talking and I'll...
All right.
I have to say something. Or actually, you know what? Let's go on to the next song.
Yeah, let's play a song.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so... Where are we?
Yeah, if we take track 3, that's probably
Phallus.
a definite connection to the earlier stuff. It's kind of the
it's the bridge,
bread and butter, Dinosaur Eyelids sound.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, we are back. Here on Overnight Sensations, 2 hours dedicated to nothing
but local music.
And we have a caller, if I'm doing this correctly. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Is this Dinosaur Eyelids?
Well, yeah, that's them right across the table from me.
Oh, awesome. Sweet, I'm listening to you on the radio. I'm from Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, and there's so much hard to call you. But I just want to talk to Dinosaur Eyelids and say, love you guys, we love you guys, love Winter Wheat. It's great.
Oh, wow.
So, what is your next album? Are you doing a next album?
Yeah, we're working on our 4th album right now. We're about halfway through.
5 songs
and
in.
It's better than anything we've ever done before, by far.
Oh, awesome. I love the singer. The guitar is great. The riffs are great. I love them.
Oh, wow.
We love you.
So great, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really great. We're super excited over here for you to come out with your next album. And we hope, is any of your sounds going to change? You're going to stay the rock and roll grunge?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think also it might have some songs people will actually like too, but we'll definitely we can't
sit for a change.
We can't help but be grungy though. That's kind of our bread and butter.
I would say that there's at least 2 definite pop songs on the current record that are definitely.
Well, we love grunge over here. We love your Facebook. We love seeing pictures of your shows. It's awesome, super great.
Where are you calling from?
Kiev.
Where?
In Ukraine. Ukraine.
Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got word through Facebook that you guys were on and we're calling and super big fans.
Oh my God, that's amazing! Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
we
You're
would love
welcome.
to come
Good
to
luck with
Ukraine.
everything.
Yeah.
We would love to come to Ukraine, but we're too poor.
Yeah.
But we are aware that there are people in Ukraine who are following us, and we love you. Like, thank you for.
Thank you so much.
Probably have more fans in Ukraine than we do in America.
We have party here. We listen to you. Lots of drinks. It's great. It's great. Good luck. Keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm shocked.
You're welcome.
And keep listening.
Hey.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's a total do-it-yourself band. So it's, we read the posts, we read the reviews,
We thought that's the prank for sure until we actually heard
Yeah, so very late into that, we were sure that was a prank.
That was really cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the effects of technology and the ability to spread music around.
Yeah, that's a
it's
cool
terrific.
thing. You'll get comments from like anywhere in the globe very unexpectedly. And it's very much appreciated.
Yes. Wow. What time is it in the... It's got to be like...
Time for
middle of
another
the day
beer.
Time for another beer, yeah.
Another vodka.
Yeah. Vodka, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got to be like the middle of the night or early morning or something.
Yeah.
That's
5:30.
Wow. That's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you again.
That must have been a prank
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks again. Wow.
Wow.
And if anybody else would like to do that, you can call us here at 732-932-8800.
Yeah, we have a lot of fans in South America, so Mexico, come on, represent here.
Closer time zone, in fairness.
You know, it's
like the Olympics.
It's interesting. Arlen Fielis, another local singer-songwriter, he says that he has fans out in Europe.
Yeah.
It's interesting because now with the internet, it's really weird where you'll have like pockets of fans. This Ukrainian guy actually set up a fan page for us. And
there's like
talking about it, and we were like
discussion boards and stuff.
Occasionally, we'll just Google ourselves, and that's how
we find things, and it's hilarious. Yeah.
I Google myself, and it's like, oh my god,
what was I doing? I know.
But it's true. Someone does a search for a genre of music, and all of a sudden, pops up Dinosaur Eyelids. You listen, and that's how a lot of the fans happen.
Yeah, I think YouTube is big. I think Last FM is big for us, getting around the world.
The fun thing too is like we were kids that grew up during the so-called grunge era, and kind of always were hungry for that.
We just thought that's what pop music was. Like, I remember, I always tell this story, but when I was 9, the big hit of the summer, the feel-good hit of the summer was Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. And I thought that was just what pop music was. Like, when people who watched Ed Sullivan thought Beatles, okay, that's pop music. To me, I saw Black Hole Sun, I was like, that was my introduction to pop music.
So we're like,
I was really spoiled. We just didn't know we got really spoiled.
So people say on YouTube, like, hey, we're happy to see grunge music alive. We're like, wow, that's pretty great. There are young kids who also feel that way.
Yeah, we consider ourselves just a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
And all these, I guess people have to label you, but...
Sure. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because, and here I go, the next thing I'm going to say is, but I hear a lot of 60s bluesy,
Nice.
Definitely,
okay.
Hendrix.
Taking a lot of different times and putting them in
together.
Taking a lot more influence from
That's
other
great.
times now.
Because we're obsessed with Hendrix, and we very rarely hear them.
We love Hendrix. We love Black Sabbath. We love The Who.
Yeah.
Love
Definitely.
all those guys.
We love James Brown.
Yeah, of course.
Just right before we got here, we're just watching James Brown nonstop. The whole car right here was James Brown.
we gotta work on our dance moves a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not in the same. We'll never be in the same ballpark, but if we can have like a tiny bit of that funk in our music, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
I'm a big Beach Boys person, so when these guys get to do harmonies and stuff on their songs, I'm always
That's always been
very
Mark's
encouraging.
huge contribution.
And
to the band,
our goal for the next album is we want to be the White Trash Beatles. That's our new musical goal that we're going for.
It's our sound.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next track. Of course, we are listening to Conflagration, Dinosaur Eyelids, and the end is not the end.
This is the epic.
Yeah, this is our. We do like one epic song an album, and this is our epic for this one. And we just came out with the video for this.
Right.
And this is probably one of my favorite songs on the album.
Okay, here we go. And we're back. And yeah, we're just going through the new Dinosaur Eyelids album. I'm saying new, it's a few months old now.
Yeah.
Our
now
latest.
Your latest. Now you're in the middle of recording a fourth album.
Yeah.
True.
Anything you want to...
It's quite a process. At least for me, this I'm playing drums and hitting record at the same time. So you know, I hit the button, I kind of run around the side, get behind the kit.
It's a lot of work.
But
he's in great shape though.
He looks great.
Like James Brown. But no, like we were kind of talking about in between one of the other songs, there's two definite just pop songs on there.
Yeah.
I feel like, and you know, contributions. I get, you know, 2 songs from Evan, a lot of songs from Patrick. I might have a song thrown in on there, which is neat. It's neat to be part of the collaborative force in a different way than I was when I was recording the first couple of albums.
Yeah.
And what are some of the other influences? We were talking about influences off mic.
Yeah.
What are...
I have to say, it's hard to put a finger on that. When people tell us what they think we sound like, it's one thing, but what we listen to is incredibly diverse, I'd say. Everything from like Neil Young to James Brown to the Beatles to Soundgarden to anything in between. I mean, we're kind of obsessed with music, so hopefully there's a little bit of all these different things coming.
I think we love the Replacements. That's one of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
We love Wilco. We love Ween.
Yeah.
Cool.
Those are some of our favorites, like Black Sabbath, you know, obviously.
Old punk for me, like Bob Mould, Husker Du, Descendants.
Yeah, so it's kind of all over the board.
Right. And you definitely hear... actually, that just reminded me. I think Black Sabbath is going to have a new album out.
Oh, really?
I just heard this,
Yeah.
Like
So
with the whole original lineup.
Maybe we could open for them.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's get back to the the latest album, and we have "Underneath My Breath" is the next song. I think yes. Anything you want to say about this?
Evan wrote this song. This is I love this song. I don't know. I think this one came out great.
Yeah, I just heard the demo version in my car, which is just Evan and an acoustic guitar.
So different, yeah.
And but it's neat to see that idea morph when
the band
when the
added a lot
got
to this one, for
to
sure.
it.
Okay, here we go. All right, we are here with Dinosaur Eyelids, listening to the Conflagration album. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the artwork.
Yeah. Well, Scott, our bass player, who couldn't be with us here, he's in Hollywood tonight, but
audition.
He's got a beard shoot, but he does all our album artwork.
Okay.
And he's a very talented visual artist as well as bass player.
The cover is like many photos superimposed. You can kind of see an eye in there. The Boy Scout thing was something I bought like 10 years ago that I thought was maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
But
it kind of looks
it's
exactly
us.
like
That's
me.
the thing.
I know,
and my
yeah.
brother
That's
and
we
Pat.
we tell people that we had it specially made for us, but really it's a Boy Scout poster from the 50s.
Okay.
And then the photo in the middle is kind of what we're most proud of, I think.
Yeah, as a band, that's our biggest accomplishment, our sweater picture.
Yeah.
The dog is also in a sweater, which you can't really make out in the photo, which is disappointing.
It actually took me a while to realize that you've got Scott down the margin.
Yeah, it's Scott with
on the CD
with
case.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I wanted that on the back.
Sunglasses.
So had to compromise
it was just trying to be
on that
funny,
one.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's all a big joke to us anyway, so.
All right, so let's go right into the title track, which is next.
Oh boy.
Conflagration. Do you want to talk about that song, the title? And...
Well, you know, it's this song, I guess, is our most political song.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this song, the Conflagration is just when a bunch of fires all come together and like get out of control, and that's kind of like what's happening right now. It seems like in the world.
Sure.
And I think a lot of people feel that it's hard to articulate it, but sometimes music makes it easier.
Absolutely. All right.
And from a music standpoint, if you listen to the time signature, it's easily the most complicated.
What is the time signature?
Yeah, we had a lot of
I think
trouble
it's
with
like
this
a
one.
measure of 4/4 and then a measure of 3/4.
Like a 7/8.
None of
or
us are
something?
fully.
We don't
trained
know anything
musicians.
about music, so we don't even know.
Okay.
It was hard.
We're not even,
It was really hard.
not even house trained musicians.
yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You see the people cheering, the war profiteering.
Okay, and we are here with Dinosaur Eyelids, listening to their new album, Conflagration. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Conflagration.
Conflagration.
Yeah.
Okay. And here on Overnight Sensations, 2 hours dedicated to nothing,
But local music.
on Rutgers Radio, WRSU FM in New Brunswick. My name's Jeffrey Pape. You are Leah,
Yes.
and they are Dinosaur Eyelids.
Dude.
Thank you.
I just wanted to remind everybody what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's really great having you guys up here.
It's great to be back.
Great to be here.
We love the show. We love RSU. You know,
Thank you,
two
thank you.
Rutgers alums here.
Yep.
So,
Right?
and another guy who just.
I've lived in the town for years. Starting at school.
yeah.
New Brunswick alumni.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Or by injection. You're a Rutgers alumni by
Exact
injection.
by
Yeah.
injection.
Yes. Okay, so we're about midway through the album. And,
That's where things take a turn.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our first acoustic number.
okay. White Tomb. You were saying that this was the first or the only acoustic tune on the...
First at this time, there's one more on the album.
Okay.
But it's basically like a song I'd written a really long time ago that I thought maybe would never work for the band. And then we kind of thought, well, why not try it out? And I kind of always wanted lap steel guitar to be on it, and then Pat actually put in a part that I think kind of made the song.
Okay, so here we go.
Now I'm fading in a white tomb as the church is on the blaze. I only think of you now, but you're lost deep in the haze. Why you always loving strangers instead of loving me? Can't you tell they don't love you? And Mrs. Miller, can't you see?
This is interesting what you're talking about, actually. So let's get... This is cool. Pavarotti
Yeah.
and
So
James...
yeah, there's a video of James Brown and Pavarotti doing a duet together that's works kind of surprisingly amazingly well. It's really awesome. Doing This Is a Man's World. So it's kind of James Brown doing his normal vocal with Pavarotti doing this kind of operatic background vocal, and the two like work. That was me really bad, and it's kind of awesome actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. You're right. Yeah, it could either be really good or
Really bad. So yeah.
Yeah.
If you spend a lot of nights just kind of YouTubing James Brown, you're gonna have some pretty. It's gonna be a good.
You're gonna have
Now
some
I know
pretty
what I'm
good
doing
nights.
later.
Yeah. You will not regret it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next song. Song to a Girl.
Yeah, this is a song to a girl.
Yeah, we're still waiting for a girl to come to one of our shows, but
Yeah, so we just try to write songs for them,
In case
try to
they
entice
happen to
them,
come.
and they're
In
like
case they-
wandering by outside. They might hear it.
yeah, just passing by the venue.
But this again, you talk about us moving in a catchier, more poppy kind of direction. For us, this is a pop song. I think for any other band, this would be like a rock and roll song.
Yeah.
But for us, this is like us trying.
This was the
trying to do a pop song and still ending up rock and roll, I guess.
All right. So here we go.
If you're in the Ukraine.
Song to a Girl, Dinosaur Eyelids. Enjoy. Hello?
Hello?
There you are.
Hi.
I didn't have the mics on. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Okay.
bad radio.
This is Rutgers.
But yeah,
Radio.
these things happen. Welcome to Overnight Sensations. Thanks for calling. And as you know, we are here with Dinosaur Eyelids. And
Hi, Dinosaur Eyelids.
Here we are.
Hi.
It's nice to talk to you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Likewise. Yeah.
I was just wondering, since, it seems like you have a lot of musical styles on this album. I was just wondering if you have any non-rock influences that you'd like to shout out.
That's a good question.
That's a great question. Especially because we get
Anybody like really funky that you know of?
There's this one guy.
Jimothy Brownson.
Yeah, it was something like that.
He's known as James Brown.
Yeah.
But he's a major one.
There's a lot of non-rock influences that you haven't heard yet. Put it that way. You'll hear on our next one maybe, but like jazz influences. We like Miles Davis. We like all kinds of jazz actually, and we like bands like Portishead and Radiohead that aren't necessarily rock.
Traditional rock, yeah.
American, big guitar rock bands. What else, Mark? What are we forgetting?
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't necessarily come through on the albums and stuff, but I was a big Mills Brothers fan, which was definite harmonies and stuff like that.
We're big Doobie Brothers fans, too.
Yeah.
All right, you may not want to admit that readily.
No, just kidding. Scott's a Doobie Brothers fan.
Yeah.
We hate them.
He smokes doobies with his brother.
Wait, I'm a fan Evan, that's you.
Yeah. Also, Pumpernickel, Stella, and Evan Wade.
To reiterate the earlier point. Yeah, I mean...
All right. Well, I look forward to it.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you for humoring us.
Thanks, Christine. Anything else you want to ask? Or I guess that's
that
it.
Was it.
I think
Okay.
She had enough.
I don't blame her.
You can blame the lady.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you very much, Christine. And this is Overnight Sensations, 2 hours dedicated to nothing.
But local music.
Here on Rutgers Radio, WRSU FM in New Brunswick. And of course, we are here with Dinosaur Eyelids, tracking through their latest CD, Conflagration. And we are up to song number 9. Number 9?
Number 9?
Number 9.
Hemophiliac?
Anything you want to say about that before we play it? Or
It's our fun punk rock number.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are here with Dinosaur Eyelids, listening to their latest release, Conflagration, here on Overnight Sensations, 2 hours dedicated to nothing.
But local music.
Here on Rutgers Radio, WRSU FM in New Brunswick. And so let's you guys, how's the touring been going? You've been doing a lot of shows, or?
I mean, we haven't been doing as many shows as we used to. When we started out, we just played basically every show we could, which, you know, is basically what you have to do when you start out.
Right.
And I guess, you know, all in all, I think we've done over 75 shows.
Definitely.
And we're coming up on our 4th anniversary, I guess. And but lately we've been taking more time to really focus on recording.
4th album, yeah. So
Yeah, that's really.
we haven't played so much recently.
And part of the reason why Conflagration took so long to record is we were doing shows while we were recording.
Okay.
And so we're trying just to be a little more focused right now.
Although April 13th at Buddies in Sayreville.
The Buddies in the Sayreville.
Fish Fry Fridays.
All right.
Shuffleboard.
I know.
Shuffleboard. Hot pants.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You know, you're in Sayreville.
For those who haven't been at Buddies, if you describe the place, I guess it's
like going to an American Legion almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good description.
Quite a crowd.
We play in a closet, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old bathroom.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's so fun, though. We really like
Yeah, we love playing there.
Yeah, Buddies is cool.
It's cool.
I think we did a live remote from there once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for Overnight Sensations.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Scott is actually in the Buddies Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, his bass is on the wall. Or it was, at least.
He signed the bass.
Yeah.
Him and some guy.
Some guy from another band, but it's a small Hall of Fame, but it makes it even more prestigious.
Yeah, there's only 2 people in it, and Scott's one of them. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next track. And we have Word and Object.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. This inspired by Willard Van Orman Quine.
The great philosopher.
The great Harvard philosopher, yeah.
All right.
As you obviously all knew.
Yeah, I mean, of course. We were all thinking it. So.
All right.
Back.
Yes, that was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Of course, Dinosaur Eyelids, Conflagration is the latest CD that we are listening to here tonight on Overnight Sensations. 2 hours dedicated to nothing
but local music.
Feel free to chime in when we do that, too.
Yeah.
we didn't want to ruin the mojo.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
you guys have a good thing going.
So,
everyone should check out our website, dinosaureyelids.com. We just updated it. It's got lots of good info on it. You can buy our music on there. You can watch videos.
Yeah, there's a link to YouTube with songs, the epic interview.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which is mostly you, Mark, really.
Well,
yeah.
I kind of set you guys up for talking about
we made a little documentary of making this album. It's on YouTube. It's called "We Tried to Sell Our Souls, but the Devil Ain't Buying."
right.
Which kind of sums it all up.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
It's true, actually.
Yeah.
It really is not.
Yeah.
There's no market for souls anymore.
Which is rare.
So.
Yeah.
But it was neat, actually. I, as a fan of just music, being able to see, the mixing board, the microphones, how things are positioned in the studio, all that kind of stuff. I mean,
The ladders.
Yeah, for a good part of Down a River, the last album, I was doing construction in the studio, so there was a ladder kind of right
okay.
in the middle of the
So, like,
studio.
the sound
singing.
bounces off.
That's
all
how
these
we got
things.
that
It's
sound.
very unique, yeah.
It's from the ladder.
We got a lot of calls about that. How do you
How did you get that sound?
It's
From
a
the
ladder. Answer everybody at once. It's a ladder.
Phil Spector, a lot of people
Brian
were blowing me
Wilson, a lot of big names.
So.
But actually, we were trying to brainstorm more non-rock influences, and the one we should mention is country, because we do love country. Not the country that you play, they get heard on the radio, which just sounds like, to me, pop music with a southern accent. But like real country music from back in the '60s, like Johnny Cash, especially, is somebody that we really love as a band. And I feel like we love American music in all its different forms.
Yeah, Hank Williams.
Hank Williams.
Great stuff.
And we try to, I don't know, I mean, we try to draw from all that. And I think that on our next album, you'll really hear that much more diversity, just like from Down a River to Conflagration. You're going to hear even bigger changes, I think, moving forward.
We're growing up.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's neat just to, as the albums have progressed, just the instrumentation that's changed. Like slide guitar was one of the big things on this album.
Organ,
piano, the vocal harmonies and stuff like that. There's definite things. I know even just Scott and the bass. You know, he comes into the studio and looks to find different effects and different sounds, and he just put flat wound strings on the bass specifically for this album to get a totally different tone. So it's neat to see that be reinvented for each album.
Interesting. All right, so moving along, next we have is Kill Your Idols. That's an interesting interesting title.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I mean, this song is again, this is like another, to us, a fun punk song to play. It's a fun song to play live. I guess it has a little bit, I don't know, the lyrics to me of this song are just like fun. You know, it's just like people try to read into our lyrics and stuff, and it's just us like being goofy, having fun.
Literally kill your idols, people.
Like, we're always, you know, as you can tell, we're just always being goofy, trying to make each other laugh, and that's kind of just where most of our lyrics come from. But yeah, we really like this one.
All right, here we go.
You've got to kill your idols to save yourself. Lie on the Bible, lie on the shelf. Desert taxes fund their wars, so our glances make the horse masquerading as our heroes. That fork-tongue bell serpentine, welfare state with free TV, but half of nothing is still zero. You've got to kill your idols to save yourself. Lie on the Bible, lie on the shelf. Infected and discolored in a world of decay. Anemic use of reason, day after day.
It's also a great headphones album. Like I'm listening in the headphones, it's like they don't make those
that's all
anymore.
Mark again.
That's all Raw Dog.
Yeah.
Well,
It's Eggnog
funny
himself.
that you mention it,
That's
because
right,
there's a couple of tests that I do with the CDs before they ever go out, and one is the headphone test.
Okay,
And I
very
listen
cool.
to the whole album through headphones, you know, darkened room, that kind of thing, just to make sure it translates. But then it's got to translate in the car, it's got to translate in the living
Car
room,
test,
Right,
yeah.
you
absolutely.
know, all that kind of stuff. But no, thanks, I appreciate
Yeah.
that. And I think a lot of that goes back to the production. When you hear guitars coming in and out, which really translate well in the headphones, that's these guys coming in, having that idea when we're recording. So it's great to be a part of that.
That's a really nice way of saying that we're making it up as we go along.
Yeah, mostly Mark.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to ask you, and I've asked other bands this as well. What's production-wise? What has changed or progressed over the albums that you've made?
First album was basically almost completely live in the studio with like just a handful of guitar and vocal overdubs, almost none.
Yeah.
And then the next time we're like, well, you know,
Let's
let's actually try to like record an album. And then since then, we might have spent the most time on that one, but since then it's like, why not incorporate different kinds of instruments that we never did before? So that's kind of where we moved. And this time I think we hope to have some kind of like weirder background sounds going on that we never really had before. Just a little texture.
So different textures.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy said, the first album was live, one room, everything kind of going at once, so everything bled into everything else. The last two albums, I wanted to keep the whole live feel, because these guys are so great live, and the energy, I wanted to make sure I captured that. So what we did was we put amplifiers in closets and kind of closed the doors. We had Evan with me in the computer room singing, so it was kind of isolated there, and then we just overdubbed what we needed to, but everyone was still playing at once through headphones and all that kind of stuff, and it turned out really well, and that's the way I'd always record these guys again, just because it captures the energy, but you have a little bit of separation.
Amwell Studios, Hillsborough, New Jersey.
Right by the high school.
Right by the high school.
Amwell Road.
Cool.
And Frank's music.
Drug-free school zone.
And
that's the one downside.
I guess you're jumping a little bit ahead. The last track is Amwell Rain. Is there a connection?
Yeah, I mean, that song was just sort of was definitely something that just sort of happened in the studio. I just had this little thing on the piano that I sat down and played. I was like, hey, Mark, record this. And then we had the idea of just putting like a microphone out the window and having that's the sound of just rain and Amwell Road traffic.
Kind of worked great.
And that's just and if you listen closely, you can actually hear at one point us leaving the studio, saying something and being like getting in our cars and leaving.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but.
Okay, yeah,
I'm sure no one has listened for that. Yeah, I'm sure no one cares. But
as I said, we're jumping a little bit ahead because we have actually one track before that, Snaky Weave.
This is kind of funny because it goes back to our first interview as a band.
Yeah.
Where we didn't, I don't know, it was very awkward and we were kind of just...
As opposed to now.
Yeah, which is even more uncomfortable. And I blurted out the phrase Snaky Weave, which I don't even think is a thing to say.
But it is now.
But it kind of made sense in a weird way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're like, I just always knew I had to name a song that. And this is another acoustic number.
Okay, here we go.
Questioning everything I thought I knew. Questioning everything I thought I knew about you. About you. Oh no, no. Stays to see you rarely, and as I look into your face, it seems strangely unfamiliar, and I feel so out of place. And I'm questioning everything I thought I knew. Questioning everything I thought I knew about you. About you. Oh, no, no.
So yeah, there's the nice we're back. Nice slide guitar on that again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love
Very
slide
cool.
guitar. I love the texture of it. I always have, and I grew up listening to. My parents were into Jimmy Buffett, and I really love like the first 2 or 3 albums that he did with MCA's first like major labels, because they were just really country albums. They're just very country, not like whatever he does now. And I really love, especially that period, like late '60s, early '70s, and the Byrds album "Sweetheart of the Rodeo" has been one of my favorites for a long time.
Great album.
And you listen to that now, it's like that would be considered extremely traditional. American country music,
slightly more,
than, and at the time it was considered like a pop rock crossover, you know what I mean? Which just says a lot about how far American music has sort of, declined. I feel like, but
wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's wow. You just like wow. Mind equals blown.
Taylor Swift is writing a song about you right now.
It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
Wow. So
What is about me? So.
Yeah.
all right, we're
Moving along.
well, that actually brings us to the last track, Amwell Rain.
Yeah.
And I actually, it's funny. I did a set, and I guess it was a New Jersey themed set. I thought, oh, Amwell,
Yeah.
cool. And I put this out. I just
You're like, what?
it fit thematically, but not.
Yeah.
So because I didn't listen to it first.
It's technically a secret song, actually. It's not on the back.
Yeah, that was kind of our idea to not label it on the album and just have it be a secret track.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But we've been surprised people actually like it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it is,
always surprising to us.
Yeah,
but, like,
it is a beautiful tune. I'm not
it's
putting it
yeah, but
you
it's
see how it might not fit with the set. Yeah.
but it is very different. And I think that's at least what I like about it is it is so different than everything else.
Right. So here we go. Very nice.
Thank you.
And we've been listening to Conflagration from Dinosaur Eyelids, and they're here with us talking about it. And it was nice to hear that all the way through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to be here.
So, what are some weird experiences you've had with recording or being on the road?
At Mark's studio, where we record our albums now, we started to practice there. And one night, in the middle of practice, it was like probably 10 at night or something like that.
Yeah.
We just hear a knock on the window from where we play.
And flashlights coming in through the window.
So it's really kind of, we're not really sure what's going on.
Yeah.
So Mark's right by the window, opens it up, and it turns out to be a police officer.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if you want to take it from here.
Yeah, no, apparently they were checking out an alarm that had happened across the street at the physical therapy place. Happened to hear the songs that we were playing and really liked them, and had to come over to listen and then introduce themselves.
And apparently we had warrants out for arrest in like 13 states.
Yeah.
We've never even been to.
Right.
But they liked the CD, so they dropped all charges.
I went out and actually gave them CDs that we had.
Yeah. And they didn't arrest us.
Yeah.
But I think one of the highlights that we had as a band was back in August of 2011 when we played our first show at John and Peters, which is one of our favorite venues. And Dean Ween was there, and Claude Coleman was there, both from Ween, and they had just gotten back from Lollapalooza in Chicago. And Dean was,
He's
like
a sound guy,
obviously, like we love Ween so much, and he was our sound guy for that night. And then at the end of the show, which there's a great video of online, he got on stage with us, and we did like this 10-minute version of Generation Genocide.
Song from our first album.
Yeah, and then we got to hang out afterwards and stuff. And that
he was incredibly nice.
Yeah, he was so nice to us, and that was like really validating, especially at that time. We were in a transition period kind of with our personnel in the band, and that was just a giant shot in the arm for us. That was one of the coolest things I think that's happened to us.
Very cool. Nice.
Yeah. And actually, you guys could talk, just to bring it back to New Brunswick and College Ave, playing near the grease trucks.
Yeah, that was pretty
the
fun.
benefit.
Playing on the back of the Korean War truck.
Yeah, our drummer Dan at the time played in the back of this like army jeep or something.
That was absurd.
It was really funny. We kind of played almost everywhere in New Brunswick. A lot of random play. We played at the Zimmerly Art Museum one time.
Okay, yeah.
Court Tavern, Old Bay, grease trucks. So.
Yeah, but we got started even before we were playing at the Court Tavern a lot. We were playing in Trenton a lot at championships, and so there's some weird stories that happened at championships, like
crowd there.
especially when we first started playing there. But we opened for Wheatus. Remember when we opened for Wheatus, Evan?
Yeah, they have
Teenage Dirtbag Band, I guess from Long Island, and they were coming out of retirement or something to do some tour, and so we opened for them, and it was like all these teeny boppers, right?
Young kids, which was interesting because it's an older song. So
and then we just
it was in a movie.
Was it? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So we showed up and like played this
Jason
rock and roll
Biggs,
music, and
Loser,
but that was,
I think it was called, or maybe that was the original movie it was in.
yeah, I don't know.
Yes, it was something like that.
Yeah, but that was fun. We opened for Parlor Mob in Philly.
Yeah, their band I wasn't really turned on to, and it turned out like a lot of my cousins were really into them. They were
really good. They were a very good band, and we got, to our surprise, we've gotten played on College Radio. This last album was played on at least 200 stations that we know of, and we still got number 4 here. We got to number 5 up in Canada at St. John's.
Oh wow.
St. John's, Canada.
Not to brag.
Yeah, but so we're kind of a big deal as long as you're in New Brunswick, New Jersey, or New Brunswick, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
New Brunswick.
Anywhere else, we're pretty off the map. But
Don't forget the Ukraine.
The Ukraine, yeah, we're big.
Of course, yes. Thank you, Ukraine.
We're still,
amazing.
we're still trying to figure out if that was real. But either way, we're flattered. It doesn't take much.
So,
but yeah, and it's fun to get, like we said, to the internet. We get messages and support from people all around the world. Like we'll just, one day we'll randomly get a message from Greece or France or Germany or something like that. And like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
The comments and the CD reviews are definitely. What's neat too, just to see the cultural impact on someone from another country, reviewing the CD and putting it into that context. It just adds something that I never would have expected.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's nice to have literally anyone listen to it.
That's what shocks us.
Honestly. So any comments like, wow, cool.
I mean, because really, I think, I don't know, the thing about our band is we really just love music, and we're really just fans of music. And we really did just start this band because we didn't hear the music that we liked being made by anyone. So we're like, well, we'll just do this ourselves. And
some people play softball after work or whatever. Some play ice hockey. We're just in a band. It's like
we're landscapers.
our hobby,
so.
yeah.
But but so we just try to make music that we like, and then if other people like it, it's just like a bonus. But
Right.
then when people take the time to actually, you know, write you a message, and you know, that's like a really nice connection to have with someone, you know, to have them like your music. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think we consider ourselves lucky to have been so passionately touched by music in some way or another that it's, you know, impacted just what we do in terms of writing and recording and all that. So to have someone else have that feeling based on the music, that
It's huge. Yeah.
that's incredibly just
A lot of
humbling.
touching and feeling in this band.
Oh yeah. What do you want to know?
So, anyway, we are here with
Yeah.
we're here with Dinosaur Eyelids on Overnight Sensations. 2 hours dedicated to nothing
But local music.
on Rutgers Radio, WRSU.
RSU.
We were gonna do a harmony thing.
Yeah, we want to do a station ID.
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
88.7 WRSU.
That's
New
perfect.
Gunsquick.
You guys can use that now. It's
Can
ready to
record
go.
that,
Really,
yeah. That's our gift to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Now you gotta do it with you gotta say that you're Dinosaur Eyelids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah. We're Dinosaur Eyelids. We're out on parole, and this is 88.7 WRSU New Brunswick.
That's great. Done.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so we got 15 minutes left, and
Plenty of
let's
time to take those calls.
yeah,
Yeah.
732-932-8800.
Put an older song. Or something.
After all, it's at least 6 in the UK.
Let's since I have Winter Solstice out,
Yeah.
you want to pick a track?
How about track 1, the title track?
Yeah.
Okay, anything you want to say about this?
This was
Why
kind
you-
of our ultra heavy roots. Still one of my favorites. I think it was like the first time I felt like as a band we like really gelled.
Okay,
And the song worked. I was like, wow, okay.
here we go.
Are we ready?
The winter solstice comes like a black moon overhead. With the vernal equinox, I was beat and left for dead. Yeah.
Put that under next time.
All right, Dinosaur Eyelids and Winter Solstice.
Our first single back in the 2009.
Yeah,
That was the first video I saw of these guys before they came into the studio.
That's a Brian Bibbo,
Oh yeah.
our old friend from high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the pictures. What is this where you got the title from, or?
No, it's actually
Or
we just
it's the-
superimposed that
Oh, okay.
on top of it. But everyone always asks that because once again, it's my brother, the bass player's not here tonight, who does all the artwork. So it actually looks pretty real.
Okay.
Yeah. We just got it from. I guess Pat, that was kind of. You wrote the song. We just thought it was kind of a cool title for an album too.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
We always have kind of like all these ideas for album title, and then it always kind of ends up being the simplest thing.
We have too many ideas for
Yeah.
album titles. Most of them totally absurd and ridiculous.
Yeah.
We slowly narrow it down to ones that might be realistic
Yeah.
to use, but usually we don't.
What are some other ones that you?
There were so many from back in the day.
I mean,
From your parents' garage
yeah,
days.
we
it's
had
like
so many. I can't even.
the
remember
High
them.
Animals. I remember was one.
But I mean, we have so many ideas like now for our next album already. Like,
oh yeah, Sticky Lungs.
Sticky
Lungs.
300-pound flamingo.
Munchausen by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy.
I like that.
Yeah.
We've come back to it a couple of times.
I wanted to call this album "We Tried to Sell Our Souls, but the Devil Ain't Buying." The guys were like, "We're not calling the album that." And I'm like, "All right, well, we're gonna call the video that then."
Is good.
There's definitely a lot of local, like New Jersey references. I feel like either in song titles or themes to the stuff that
Delaware Meriden.
Yeah. Yeah, Lambertville on the upcoming album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely a New Jersey band. I mean,
oh yeah.
You know, we're all born and raised here, and we don't get out that much, so
yeah.
We're stuck here like everybody else.
Okay, so, and let's wrap this up. You want to pick another track to finish things off?
Know How to Die. We were just talking about that song. Yeah. Know How to Die. This is one of our live staples early on at the Court Tavern. A lot of fun.
Okay, and that'll wrap things up. And I want to thank you guys for coming up.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
This was great.
Really appreciate it.
And sometime in hopefully the near future, we can have a full band here.
Definitely, we would love to come play here again. Yeah, we'd love to play here again. Great.
And Leah, thank you for being such a great co-host.
Thank you, Leah.
Yes, yeah.
And I'll be back on the other side and play you some more music. And yeah, so I co-host Overnight Sensations, and then at midnight I do my own.
Oh, your own
thing.
show. Okay,
nice.
Great. Yeah, we switched because I used to have that spot.
Yeah.
And now it's his.
Now it's all mine.
And now it's all mine.
All right. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned.
In the fire, we drown the liars. In the water.